I was actually looking forward to doing this because matrix multiplication isn't something I've had to teach children in 4 or 5 years. It's been a while. So find the following products. If you cannot state, why not? So let's just look at a couple of these in the beginning. A times B is going to take a 2 by 2 rows, 3 columns, and it's going to multiply it by another 2 by 3. Those don't match. We literally have what's called a dimension mismatch. They don't match. So try again. D times D. D is a 2 by 2. We're going to multiply it by B, which is a 2 by 3. We're good to go. The result is the outside numbers, a 2 by 3. And it takes a lot of work to do these. All right, it does. And you need to be thinking about your positions here. This is literally row 1, column 1. That means I grab row 1 and I multiply it by column 1. I grab row 1 and I multiply it by column 1. So row 1 is -1 and 2, and column 1 is -1, 0. And I do my multiplication across and I add down. -1 times -1 is 1. 2 times 0 is 0. I add down, I get a 1. There's a 1 there. Now I am literally looking at row 1, column 2. So I go to D and I grab row 1 again. -1, 2, and then I grab column 2 in B. 3, 2. And I multiply across. And I add down. Now I am in row 1, column 3. So again, I grab row 1, which is -1, 2. And then I grab column 3, 1, 0. I get -1, 0 again, which is -1. It's actually not a hard process. You literally just have to think about where you're at in the result. This guy would be row 2, column 1. So I go to D now and I grab row 2. I just turn it sideways, make it 3, 0. And then I go to B and I grab column 1. -1, 0. It's -3 and 0. The result is -3. I'm too tired to do these in my head right now. So this is row 2, column 2. That'll give you a 9 when everything's said and done. And this is row 2, column 3. Think about that, row 2, column 3. So I grab 3, 0 again. And then I grab the 1, 0. I have to see it at least right now. I'm too tired otherwise to do it. And that's how you do 1 and 2, and I'll save the rest of it for you. Coordinates of a triangle. I don't want to do that one because I don't really want to do a lot of these by hand, but I guess you probably need it. Coordinates of a triangle, actually, I can tell you what I should do by hand. It's probably something like number 6. And it needs to be fixed. It needs to be DA, 3DA. There's a number there. You need to figure out what 3D is. Or maybe what D times A is multiplied by 3. It doesn't matter which order you do it. But you're supposed to do order of operations left to right. So 3D, and I'm just looking up above, there's D, is going to triple everything. So it's -3, 6, 9, 0. And then I'm multiplying it by A, which is 3, -2, 1 on the first row, and 0, 1, 3 on the second row. And what I have here is I have a 2 by 2 by 2 by 3. So my resulting matrix is going to be a 2 by 3. And again, you think about position. This is row 1, column 1. I grab row 1, multiply it by column 1. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. 6 times 0 is 6, so negative 9. Now I'm in row 1, column 2. Negative 3 times negative 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Result is 12. Now I'm in row 1, column 3. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Their sum is negative 15. Now I'm down here in row 2, column 1. Right? Row 2, column 1. I grab row 2. Oh, there's a 0 there, thank God. 9 times 3 is 27. 0 times 0 is 0. Row 2, column 2. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18, and there's a 0, so I don't have anything else to do. Now I'm in row 2, column 3. 9 times 1 is 9. 0 times 3 is 0. 9. There's my result. I don't want to do 7. I want you to do 7. I don't want to do 8. And 9 and 10, you can use a calculator. And I'm going to add something else down here. IV, find the area. Well, I can get them a little closer related. But I'm going to do 10. And you're allowed to use a calculator in 10.